Today at the Out and About conference, I've been talking about outdoor learning, but really I've been talking about how we integrate all forms of learning in the best interests of young people.
Good teaching is good teaching, whether it's inside or outside, and it's a question of being flexible, looking at what is available for you both in your classroom and in the outside classroom to get the lessons and the work and the experiences for the young people that we need to have today. And the Curriculum for Excellence and the flexibility and the different approaches we've got with that, thinking outside and thinking different opportunities is a key way of giving the context for Curriculum for Excellence.
I think it's very important that we recognise that learning is now a total experience. It's available to young people everywhere, and if it's not, then we're not doing it properly. We need to integrate outdoor learning together with indoor learning. We need to blur the divides between the two. Outdoor learning creates context where young people can explore ideas, where they can manage risk, where they can learn to innovate, to be creative, to solve problems. It creates whole new opportunities for learning and assessment, and we need to make sure that we capitalise on these.
There's a whole range of different approaches to that. We have a whole range of schools that are involved in forest schools, and that's perhaps what people would understand about outdoor learning. It's training up teachers and parents to have the confidence to take children into the woods and allow them to play, allow them to assess their own risk, allow them to get muddy, allow them to have adventures, allow them to work and play with each other and enjoy being outside and engaging in the outdoor atmosphere. So that is a kind of traditional way of outdoor learning. What you can hear in the background here running is a DVD. It's a Scottish play, I'll not say it myself, run by a small school, and they filmed that entirely on location outside.
Using the outdoors for Macbeth meant that the children could unravel themselves from their learning environment within the classroom. It started with the script, which we used for reciprocal reading in language and literacy, and it grew legs and became a full-blown movie, which was created with the help of FPS Media and the children from Crawford John becoming the Crawford John crew and filming a documentary of the film itself.
Hello and welcome to Lighthouse. I'm delighted to be here on location with two of Scotland's most talked about new actors.
So we had language and literacy and expressive arts, and the filming itself lent itself wonderfully well to the technologies of ICT.
We're from Bigger High. We were at Carmarth Primary, and while we were there in P7 we did a camping experience in a field outside Dunsire.
As part of the presentation today, we were building a pretend campfire and then putting food into a pan and cooking it, and showing our skills to show that we could do all the things that we'd been taught on the camping trip.
Earlier in the day we saw some fantastic examples of practice from South Lanarkshire schools. I've just been on Twitter to let people know that we're seeing here examples of work which blends together creativity, language work and outdoor learning in a really exciting way. We've seen superb work with very young children in terms of outdoor learning, where there's a real concentration on the learning aspect, the outcomes, the gain, if you like, in terms of skills, knowledge and understanding for young people. I think some of the work we're seeing here today is exemplary in Scottish terms.
There is an increasing amount of use of the outdoors right across, from preschool right up to youth learning.
Earlier this year we took a group of girls from Stonelaw High School to do their gold assessment on Loch Lomond using touring kayaks as their mode of transport. The girls, they had an itinerary for the 4 days where we were out. They were going to explore certain areas. They had planned a route that they were going to cover. It was really difficult conditions on the first day. They had to endure really strong winds and work together as a team to keep motivated. Being outside the classroom, it just really opens up lots of new opportunities to them, and to try a new activity, a lot of times it's just about that.
I think one of the most exciting things that's happening is the school's building programme. The designers are having a rebriefing of what they're looking at for their primary school builds, and they are thinking much more about how they can access the outdoors and how they can encourage outside learning, and that's the kind of thinking that's going forward now in schools in South Lanarkshire, which is really encouraging.